Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about Windows enrollment on Intune platforms. So right now I will be talking about the general Windows enrollment. However, there are basically three types of enrollment that can be done on Windows devices. The first one is the regular or manual method, wherein you can enroll the devices directly from Intune. Second is automatic enrollment that will be done using joining the device to already, and then the device will be enrolled to Intune automatically. The third one is Windows Autopilot that we have heard a lot nowadays because it's an automatic enrollment and the administrator does not have to go through a lot of hassles to get that done. However, right now I won't be able to show you that because it's not working in my virtual machine, so I'll keep it for later. Next one is using the hybrid Azure AD. So hybrid Azure AD is well, we will discuss everything in detail later, but first of all, let's see what are the requirements for Windows enrollment. First of all, your CNAME records should be enabled. To check that, go to Intune, and then under Intune you can find all the options and displayed over here. You just need to go to the device enrollment, then go to Windows enrollment. Under Windows enrollment you can check the CNAME validation. uh, let's enter the domain, that is altome dot on microsoft.com. Let's see. So CNAME for altome.onmicrosoft.com is configured correctly, so that's not a problem here. The next thing is we need to check is the restriction, the device restriction or the enrollment restriction. We go to enrollment restriction section here and we can check under default like if Windows enrollment is enabled or not. Right now, as we can see, there are 5 platforms selected. Android for work is blocked, iOS is allowed, Mac, Windows, MDM and Windows Mobile both are allowed. So we have two things intact as it should be. The next we need to create a user so that I can enroll it. Now to create a user, I'll go here and then I'll go to new user. New user name, let's say test123, and the username would be test at altome dot soft dot com here. Okay, now we just need to check the directory role. It will be only treated as a user, not the administrator. And apart from that, that's it. Okay, so let's show the password. It's foxo7681. That needs to be changed. All right. So I will copy that password and I will type that in search in case I forget. Now I will create the user. The user is created. The next thing which we need to check is group. Go to groups and then create a group as well. Now the group is created. The next thing is let's refresh it. The group is, oh wow, the group is still not showing in here. Now here it is. The next thing is check the licenses for the user. The license which are required for Intune enrollment would be the Intune. However, I will provide the entire uh, Enterprise Mobility plus Security E3 license. License assignment failed for one user. And why so? Okay. So I'm assigning the license from here. Okay. So now the license is assigned. Now I do not have any compliance policy or anything created so far. So let's start with the enrollment. Okay. Here's my Windows device. Here it is. So the first option which we are selecting here is using the manual method. To do that, click on Start button on Windows. My device is Windows Pro. So if you want to check which version is it, Windows version 8 to 9, and the Windows 10 Pro. Alright, here it says. Now the manual enrollment is quite easy, quite simple in fact. Click here, settings, and under settings you can select accounts. Under account you need to go to access worker school. Right now I'm logged on using the system admin account. Connect. Well, that is one option, but let's just enroll only. All right. Right now, I'm only enrolling the device. I'm not joining the device search already, but I'm only enrolling. So in this case, my device will be enrolled, but I will not be able to use my credentials to log on to computer. Okay. Now the email address would be test at altoltimate.online. Okay, I forgot the password. The password was Foxo7681. It's trying to connect to the Intune service. Right, okay, so FOXO7681. It should prompt me to change my password, I believe. Because the password which you create from Azure AD, that is an that's a temporary password. FOXO7681. That's the old password. And type the new password. Done. Sign in. As you can see, the device is only being registered, it is not being joined. So when the device is registered, the details would be on Azure AD, but it cannot be managed. Got it? Now it's done. Let's see what is the status. I go to devices, and then I will look for the device, as it will take some time. As it says, let's wait for some time. As you can see, it says connected to A2O consultation MDM. If you go to info, it will show you the policies which are created or assigned. Right now there is no policy, there is no policy assigned, so this is why this option, this section is showing as blank. Now let's wait for a couple of more seconds or maybe minutes. Okay, now this is the devices, and oh, okay, that's okay. I'm looking at the wrong place. I go to the Intune and then I check the devices. The device should be visible here under all devices. There we go. UN3I8G4. Let's see what is the device name. Come on. UN3I8G4. UN3I8G4. You can see this was. If you click this of the such device, it will show you that when it was added and when was the last check-in time. So that is the last check-in time, and that's when it was enrolled. Now let's see what status does it show under Azure AD devices. For Azure AD devices, it will either show registered or no entry at all. For now, that's how it is. So what I'm doing, I'm unenrolling the device once again, and I will make it uh, not enrolled or not registered to any organization. To do that, I will go to the settings again, then I'll go to accounts. It's quite easy actually. I'll go to accounts and then I will disconnect it. Yes, disconnected. Now my device is not enrolled with Intune anymore. Though it may take some time to replicate in here, but it will be removed eventually. This is still in the process. It's removed. I mean, my device is removed from Intune, but as you can see, it shows as not found. Let me go back here and refresh this page. Okay, the device is still showing in here, but inside it's showing as not found. Now the next thing which I was talking about is automatic enrollment. When it says automatic enrollment, that means the devices will be enrolled to Intune the moment they are joined with Azure AD. Now there's a difference between Azure AD registered and Azure AD joined devices. The common difference, if we talk about, is that if your device is only Azure AD registered, the devices will be able to work on single sign-on and basic Azure stuff. But when it comes to logging on to the device using that credentials, it will not happen. It will not work, as it will not give you an option to log in using the uh, Azure AD, using the credentials which are used for Azure AD register. So that's the basic difference, that with Azure AD joined devices, you can log on to the computer using the UPN, and with Azure AD registered, you won't be able to log on with the UPN. So to enable automatic enrollment, there are two locations. Either you can go to the device enrollment and then you go to Windows enrollment, then there would be an automatic enrollment here. You select it to all, okay, none, some, all. This is selected. These three URLs are very important. The first one will be used for terms of use. Second one will be the device enrollment. I mean, it will look for the device. The third one is compliance URL. So that's just for the compliance policy if you create one. Now, as it is selected to all, that means if I join any device to Azure AD, the devices will be enrolled with Intune automatically. To check that, we go to the same location, we go to connect, and this time, instead of going to enroll only with in Intune or in mobile device management, we are joining the device. To join the device, you need to click connect, and under connect you will get this option: join this device to local AD and join this device to Azure AD. Right now I do not have a local AD, so I'll go with the Azure AD. Under Azure AD, you just need to enter your credentials as we did last time, but this is the joining of the devices to Azure AD. That will take some time. My system is slow, apparently. I mean, not slow, but it's virtual machine, so what else can I expect? It's working. That's the best which I can say. Now, apart from that, there are other options which you can use to enroll the device. Okay, now as it is here, let's enroll it with a test account. It will ask me to join the device to Azure AD. It will give the option that do you want to join this device to your workplace or to your organization. It usually does not take this longer, but as it's working a bit slow, so that is expected. Okay, as you can see, make sure this is your organization. If you continue, system policies might be turned on or other changes might be made to your PC. Is this the right organization? My organization is ultome.onmicrosoft.com. Okay, yes, I want to join the device. I'll click join, and now my device will be joined to Azure AD, and simultaneously as I have enrolled automatic enrollment, this device will be enrolled with Intune. So I will show you the moment it gets cleaned up or the moment it gets through. Okay, you're all set. This device is connected to Azure AD. Done. The first thing which you need to check if your device is joined to Azure AD or not is this one. Okay, that's will of course show. So if the device is enrolled with Intune, you will get two options: info and disconnect. Now, let's say your device is only Azure AD joined, not enrolled with Intune. It will only show disconnect, not info. All right. Now, as you see that there's a briefcase showing in front of, on the icon or the enrollment ID here, the briefcase icon here. Now, the briefcase icon will show if you are not logged on using the UPN, like the username, which is used to enroll this account. So right now, as I said, I'm logged on using the admin credentials or using the admin account. Let me show you. If I click command prompt and then I type who am I, it will show who am I. As you can see, it's admin, typing mistake, but it's admin account. I will do one thing, I will switch account. I will switch user, and now I will log on to the computer using my UPN, using the my Office 365 or Azure account. Okay, now I'm logged on. It will set up my account entirely, and now I will show you the differences which were which are there. Okay, the first difference, as I mentioned earlier, the briefcase under the briefcase icon under school work or school account, that will be changed to Windows logo. Why? Because I'm logged on using the account which is enrolled. Now, I'd like to share one more important thing. Most of the times, if users they create a compliance policy, and when they check Intune for the compliance policy deployment status, it shows as either pending or not remediated or not evaluated. This the reason which could be here is one of it. Like if you have enrolled your device manually or yeah, manually, and you have not logged on using the enrolled UPN, then there would be a problem. Then the policy will not be it will not take effect onto the device. So please make sure that when you join the device and the automatic enrollment takes place, then you log on to the computer using your UPN. So now my device is up and running. If I go to the command prompt now, let's see what it shows. That's a bit slow. Yeah, it's slow. Now if I go to command prompt, all right, and if I enter who am I, then it will show that who am I, like my UPN. Not again. Well, I think that's not a good idea to go to command prompt again because it's working slow. Now I'll show you the icon which is changed. Go to settings, and in there you go to accounts and then work or school account. Right now, as you can see, it shows this 123 as my logged on user. Then I go to access worker school. As you can see, it shows Windows logo now because I am logged on using my UPN, which is used to enroll. You go to info, and if you have deployed any policy on to the user group, on the test user group, then that will show under areas managed by it by this your organization. Now if you want to check if the policies have reached your computer or not, create report, and one of the report will be there. However, that's not your not to worry about. Apart from that, there is nothing much left here. So if I would like to disconnect it, now if I disconnect it, my device will remove it will be removed from Azure AD first, and also it will be removed from Intune. Let's see what is the status of the devices of this device on my portal. I'll go to devices and I will check all devices. All devices will show the device which are enrolled with Intune. Test, as you can see, it is showing as not evaluated. Why? Because the policies are have not taken effect yet. So you click this option and then wait for the synchronization to happen. You go to the device compliance under monitor, and test policy is not evaluated yet because it was not deployed. If you click it, there is nothing, actually it's no data, so because there is no policy applied yet. Now let's wait for some time and then it will be changed to compliant or whatever status I want it to be. Now under Azure AD devices, the device will be joined to Azure AD. As you can see, the first option that says Azure AD joined, this one was registered, so that's why it's not showing anything, but this one is showing as Azure AD joined. That's the thing which I wanted to show you. As this is a stale entry, I will remove it, and the device is as it is. If you want to check the device status, go to device on Azure AD and you can disable it or delete it. You will find the device ID, Azure AD device ID. In here, in case you have deployed BitLocker or BitLocker policies or configuration policy for BitLocker, the BitLocker key will be visible down here. All right, and this is the OS and the version. Join type, how is it joined? Test123, that's the owner, that's the username actually. Apart from that, there is nothing much. Now if I click disconnect, it will prompt me to enter my admin username and password. Why? This device is not this particular account is not admin. So I will type admin, and the password is, I believe, this. Now the device will be disconnected and it will be removed from Intune and Azure AD. So by default, if you want to remove the device from Intune, it gets removed instantly, but just in case there is a stale entry, that usually takes 220, I'm sorry, 270, like 270 days to get removed automatically. You can run a device cleanup rule and then enable the or you can remove the devices manually. It takes almost about 24 hours. So let me just give you a brief information about that as well. You go to devices and then you set device cleanup rule. Delete devices based on last check-in date. Yes. Now the number of days which you can select is 90 to 270 days. So I'll select 90. Any device which is 90 days older will be removed. Affected device, there is none, so there is nothing to worry about. But if you see affected devices in here, that means that those devices are 90 days old and it will be removed within 24 hours of creating the policy. I don't need it, so I'll discard it. Let's see where it goes. Now upon removing that, this device will be fresh as new, and the option for, or in fact the device entries will be removed from here as well. Please do not worry about this section. This is actually reporting, and at times it may not show the exact values or the correct values immediately, but give it some time and it will turn the data here. It will show you the data, but it might not be accurate, so it's better if you can go to all devices, and then the best thing to do is to export it. You can get the number of devices and all. So that would be all. As you can see, it's asking to restart. I will restart the computer. Restart anyway, I don't need it because that is my local AD account, I'm sorry, local admin account, so I don't need it. And that's all about Windows enrollment so far. I will try to get you some in details about autopilot and hybrid Azure ready join devices, but that would be in next session. I understand that I take a lot of time to provide the details, but at times, things does not go as planned, so that's why I had to delay the this video. Right now, that's all for today's session. And in case you have any question, or if you want to know anything, you can just mention that in the comment section, and we will proceed, or we will work on that, and I'll try to answer your question as quickly as possible. But yeah, that would be all for now. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and share if you like the video, and please press the bell icon. I'm bad at it, I really am bad. No. So that's all. Thank you for your time, and see you in next video soon. Bye bye.